What happened is not surprising at all. We can't expect men to be traditional, and then women are not traditional. This probably was not the first time. You know, she got this from somewhere, right? Probably the mother, probably school. Obeying your husband and father is oppression, but obeying your boss and teacher and professor, that's freedom. That's liberation. Why would a man take on the financial responsibility of a woman just to come to an empty home? Voluntary acts prioritized over him. Constant complaints. First thing entering the door. Having a roommate instead of a wife that's there for him, that greets him with love, that takes care of his needs as he's taking care of her needs, looking nice for him, not looking like a bum. But when she goes out, 10 pounds of makeup, adorned head to toe, for random men outside, but at home, unkempt, not taking care of her appearance, right? He's lowering his gaze just to come to look at a bum, basically. The area that this happened in is predominantly Arab. If you want to conflate Arab with Muslim, fine, whatever. That's part of the problem, actually. Because I've been to that area and horrible. Like, it's just culture. People want to blame the religion, then you're misinformed. You blame the culture. If we are going to talk about religion, we're going to talk about this dude, bro. Come on. Because if we are going to talk about religion, fine, let's talk about religion. Muslims like to claim that Islam is the solution for everything. But they don't act upon it. You tell all these people like, oh, Islam, it means peace. It's perfect. One, Islam does not mean peace. Okay, Salam means peace. Islam means to submit. So that's one. Right. So if you're a Muslim, you are one that submits. That's what Muslim means. So it's not a race, it's not an ethnicity, it's not being Arab. That's not what Muslim means. It doesn't mean being brown. And yes, Islam is perfect. Islam has been completed and perfected for us. But then when we don't follow Islam, we turn around with a surprised Pikachu face like, what? What's happening? Why is this happening? This is not an isolated case. This is a systemic issue. And part of that has to do with not submitting, right? And following culture. There are gender roles for a reason. The male is not like the female. Women don't understand this. Men don't understand this. Maybe we do understand it. It's just we don't want to accept it. We don't want to submit to it as ordained by the creator, right? We didn't create ourselves. Okay, we can't even create a fly. So until we've created ourselves, then we can say what we can or can't do. But for now, because we didn't create ourselves, we need to obey the creator. That's how it works. Kind of rambled there. It's always, where does it say she needs to cook? Where does it say he needs to have a car? Where does it say he needs to have a PhD? Where does it say he needs to be a homeowner? It does say that if your husband is pleased with you, then you get to pick any gate to paradise. That's what it does say, right? It does say that wives are obedient and the husband is the provider. That's what it does say. The best of men are those best to women, and the best of women are those that obey their husband. This isn't in defense of anyone, right? I'm not condoning anything. This whole situation is the inevitable outcome of the American dream, right? That's what it is. It's a dream. So wake up. You can't claim Islam is the solution and then go chase after a dream. Okay, Islam is pragmatic. It's not wishful thinking. You don't need to get a mortgage. You don't need to send your daughters to college, especially when wives are not responsible to provide financially to anyone. right? That's the husband's responsibility. Wives' responsibility is to obey their husband. Oh, obey. Well, that is why it is her choice who she marries. Right? We didn't choose our parents. We still have to obey our parents. You get to choose your husband. You get to choose the man you're going to obey. So it's not like, what? I have to obey? And by the way, you chose to be a Muslim. So that's why you obey your parents. Because you chose to submit. That is why there's no compulsion in religion. You can't force anyone to be Muslim. So, like, you were the one who let this go on, right? Men are the imams. They're the caretakers over women. This is another responsibility of a man. I can list out all the responsibilities of a man, and then people start going, what? What? No. Right? There's a lot of responsibilities when it comes to being a man. Do you think men want to go to war? No. Men have to protect women and children. You know, there's a lot of stuff that we don't want to do, but we have to do it because that's what it says. This explains why there's transgenderism. I don't want to do this stuff as a man, so I'm just gonna go become a woman. That's not how it works, right? You're still a man. You just look like a woman. So men that shave their beard, for example, are you trying to be a woman? Not being able to grow a beard is obvious compared to someone that's shaving. Oh, but beard is sunnah. Okay? And those that don't desire the sunnah are not from Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.